Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's Scotty T. This is your comedy minute, and I have a fantastic comedian, writer, actress, award-winning filmmaker, Andrea Vicunia. Did I
Hello.
say it right? Andrea Vicunia?
Yes, you said it right. I have a
Oh
very
my goodness! I've
long
been
surname.
practicing all day. Andrea. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm connecting from Las Vegas to talk to
Oh,
you.
from Las Vegas.
Yes.
Okay. See, I have out in California, so let's go because you've done so much. I want to go in order a little bit.
Yeah.
You're in Las Vegas, but you weren't born and raised in Las Vegas.
No, I was born and raised in Madrid, Spain.
Okay, right. So let's
Yes.
go back to Madrid, Spain, when you were a little girl.
Yeah.
Did you know when you were a little girl you were going to be an actress or, entertainer?
I think I knew I was going to do something creative because I went to a Montessori method school, which
Okay.
encouraged a lot of that creativity more than maybe the normal outlets in Spain, which would be like a lawyer or doctor or things like
All
this.
right.
I already was leaning towards artistic, like painting, but it kind of went to painting and then eventually started a bit more of the acting, then
Right.
writing. So it's been like a journey of creativity always.
Okay. And again, you can take the wheel here.
Yeah.
The way I have it, uh, that you were acting and stuff doing really well in Spain and
Yeah.
you won a scholarship to act in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, I was doing fine arts, so painting, sculpture, all the creative, but more with my hands. And then I went to an audition for a theater with a friend just because he was going. And I was selected to be part of the ensemble. And I started liking reading and just the creative part behind it. I think I'm very passionate about just the process of any creative form. So just got ready into how to create a character, how to learn lines. And through that, through Facebook, found a scholarship to come to LA. And Three Kings Day in Spain with all my family there, I got the news that I was coming to LA. So packed a few clothes, and 20 days later, I was in LA. No idea, had never been in America.
Keep going because I want the cultural shock from that.
Oh, yeah. The culture shock is very different, specifically with Spain, because the schedule is completely different. Like, we don't eat lunch until 3 p.m. or dinner until 10 p.m., and we go out very late. So at first, just friendships, dating, everything was just very weird for me because I just didn't get used to like how things are done here. Also, the food very different. Um, but
Let
yeah,
me
I
let me just
initially was
ask.
just going to be here.
Let me
Hmm?
just ask because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Did you have a place to stay?
Yeah, so I found Best Western in Sherman Oaks in LA for
Okay.
17 days. And
All
then
right.
through the class, I found a girl that I lived with
Okay.
in Sherman Oaks too, because that's where the school was. And yeah, those were the first friends I made, just international students from that same school, TBI Actor Studio.
Okay.
And eventually learned there was a visa that you could have to work in America, which initially I was just going to go back to Spain, had my boyfriend there, had my life there. So
Right.
I didn't really think I was going to stay here. And eventually was able to get that visa because I had worked in Spain as an actress. So that qualified me to be here and started doing some acting roles with Paramount and commercials and things like this. So, at first it was just a bit of a trial and run. But one of the reasons I was a bit hesitant to stay in America is the roles I would get because I have an accent and because I look the way I look. I don't think I had ever known that I was considered Latina in America, or that would imply that the roles I got were maybe less educated, maybe more sexualized. So for me, it was a very hard thing to join both things because I feel like I'm an intelligent person, and now I was just being seen as this object. So I think that's when comedy came in because I
Oh no,
was
hold
tired.
on, hold on. Let me
Sorry.
stop the brakes there. No, no. You're in charge. This is all about you.
Yeah.
But I think because I watched it today, and I'm going to put the links to your YouTube and your
Yeah.
Instagram and everything. But you do all kinds of shows and movies and stuff and commercials.
Yeah.
But the one AT&T's best underrepresented filmmaker for Stereotyped,
Yeah.
and that's what I think you're talking about there.
Yes.
Is
So
that every acting role you got was the maid or this? Oh, right. Is that correct?
yeah, so that's how like a little bit of the comedy came in, but it came as a script writer, filmmaker, because I wanted to write things where I was in control of the words I said, because most of the roles that I was getting, I didn't like what I was saying,
Yeah.
or I felt like it just portrayed me in a demeaning way. So I started to see a comedy in how I was seen, what I really wanted to be seen as, and just that culture shock. So I decided to write a script about it. Took several forms until AT&T did several filmmaking competitions, and I won like three in a row with different films that I would write and I would just create with my friends, with whatever we had, wherever we were. And that's when Stereotype came in. I was able to film it inside Warner Brothers Studios through winning this competition. I got $10,000 out of the award, and then was able to film a whole series about it that I went to Chicago with Woman in Comedy to produce. And I had mentors from Game of Thrones, and I have mentors from The Onion. So that was like an incredible opportunity for me to really have a class, because I always have felt a bit of imposter syndrome, because I really didn't train that much for all these things that I was starting to do, like writing scripts or directing. It was more through doing. I'm a very like I'll just do. So I'll just go and try it out and learn from my mistakes. So that's how that award ended up happening. They flew me from Chicago to LA, put me in a wonderful hotel, got the award in front of a lot of people, and that just kind of reinstated that I have a story to tell
Yeah.
and that I'm good at that, right?
Right. And
Yeah, so
Stereotyped is on Amazon. Is it still on Amazon?
I believe it's still on
Yeah.
Amazon. I would have to check, but it was for a long time on Amazon
And
Prime.
it's on. I know it's on YouTube because I watched it today.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Yeah, so at the end we did 6 episodes. You probably saw the first short film that we did
Right.
that
Yeah.
won the award. I got the 10 grand. Then from that, I was able to create 6 episodes from just a longer format show.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then you wanted to go and you're in charge. Go
yeah,
into stand up. How did stand up come about? And was there a catalyst? Was there something that said, Andrea, let's do stand up?
yeah. So I remember just feeling very discouraged with the roles that I was getting and everything, and I would come back and tell my neighbors. I had that friends kind of dynamic in my building complex. So we would all sit down at night
Right.
together, and they would always ask me, "What racist audition did you have today, or what thing did you have to do today?" Because it became like the comedy
Joke. Yeah.
minute,
Joke. Yeah.
you know. So I started to realize my misery was hilarious to other people, and I thought, okay, there's something to this. Now I look forward to bad things happening so I can use them. And it's something that, alleviates all of us. And that's where this started. So I had to shift my script writing to now I'm the one telling the story. I have
Right.
to have punchlines. So I went to a comedy show with some friends. And after that, I was like, I really need to try. So I went to an open mic at Flappers in LA
Yeah. Flappers.
and tried it
Flappers.
out.
You're there 3 nights a week or something, right?
Yes. So I tried that. And, at the beginning, I think just a few laughs, you're like, wow, I'm amazing at this. So that's that's how I think it started. And and then I took some classes. I've taken at Flappers, I've taken at Pretty Funny Woman, I've taken with Dante. So, just getting a bit of advice from different people. But I think what really has given me
Now, hold on, hold on. I saw a post where people give you advice and you're like, nah, it's terrible advice.
from what?
On Facebook or one on Instagram, advice that other comedians gave you. And you were like, no, don't do any of these things.
Well, yeah, of course, at the end of the day, you are gonna have to learn on your own. And I think many times things don't apply to everybody. Like you learn what works for you specifically.
Suck
In
up to
my
the
case,
booker. Suck up to the booker. Have sex with the booker.
yeah.
Right?
So I am also a breaker, so I don't think my journey has been the usual. I don't like, or I'm not good at kissing ass or just
Yeah,
this.
me
Like
too.
I'm just a person that wants to be booked because of my talent, and if you like
Right,
what I do, fantastic, and if you don't, that's fine. I don't like what you do either, right? So,
I
uh,
don't like you either.
that's fine for me. So I think that has its positives and its negatives. I think
Yeah, yeah,
obviously if you go the route of kissing ass, maybe you get earlier shots, but I really want to get them when I'm ready. So I've just been really taking every opportunity that I get. I've traveled. I went to Amsterdam. I've gone
yeah.
to
You've been
Madrid.
doing comedy
I
all over. Yeah.
Hawaii, and now all around America. Like I've gone to the most random places. The other day I went to Pahrump, Nevada to do a
Oh
show.
my God, I saw that when the woman was squeezing your boobs.
Yes, she was squeezing my boobs, and I got told to eat at the brothel. And all these experiences wouldn't happen to me if I didn't go to random places like that. If
I
I
know
just
all
stayed,
about that brothel. I know all about that place.
oh my God, I
Moonlight
didn't.
Bunny Ranch, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Yeah, apparently from,
I read a
famous
book.
people.
I just saw it
Yeah.
on TV. I don't know any of that. I just saw it
Yeah.
on TV.
Mm, so I think comedy has been very healing for me because I get to say what I want and what I
Yeah.
really want to put in the world. I think is so therapeutic for me personally. Any bad thing that happens, a breakup,
Oh yeah,
bad
you
thing,
too. Yeah.
you just rephrase it into a lesson and something to laugh at. So for me, it's been like good for me, but also I think I'm just getting better because I see what it does on other people. Like that lady, for example, in Pahrump, she tried comedy because her brother had died, blah blah. But all these people get inspired by you and get to feel close to you. Um,
Were there comedians when you were young or when you started that you liked and were inspired you, and now comedians that you like today?
Yes. So in Spain, there is a comedy scene.
Yeah.
Initially, it was just this place called Club de la Comedia, where you would see on TV on Sundays. And I really would like it because I thought it was maybe the humor there is a bit more like that jokey. So it was a bit more on your face, laughing at usual things. But my dad and me would watch it at night. And there were some like Leo Harlem or, people in Spain that I really loved and I still do. When I got here, I think at first I was more familiar with male comics,
Right.
like, for example, Louis C.K., or I would go and see at the comedy store, like Mulaney or different people like that.
Right.
So
Okay.
obviously big names. And then when I started getting to know or being more interested, I was like, what are the women doing? So that's when Amy Schumer, Ali Wong, and people that I can really identify with because I feel like they're all very successful and they take onto this, but they also the things they talk about I could relate because sometimes with male comedians maybe it's more not generalizing, but some of the ones that I would see are more like this is how my life is falling apart, and then this woman we're talking about the opposite. So I got really inspired in that you can also make fun of success or of good things too. It doesn't always have to be that you're a failure or always just so much self-deprecation. So yeah, I like those. I feel like now I have comedians that I like for certain things. Like Mulaney is so good at a good story.
Right.
And I always refer people when they want to tell stories, because sometimes the funny part of a story is at the end and the whole part is
I think your comedy is a lot like your writing for like Stereotyped,
yeah.
where I've watched a lot of your comedy before I came on, and you talk about your husband or different things, going on. And I think that you're barking up the right tree there because you tell what's happening in your life and make it
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I just think I'm learning as I go. I'm growing up through this, and I think there's other people that are doing the same, and that we don't have a lot of outlets. Or sometimes, like you get married, you don't know what's happening after you close that
Yeah,
door.
I said that. I don't know if you did yet because I wanted to congratulate you in a couple of clips. Said you just got married. Did you
Yeah,
really? Did you?
yeah. I got married
Congratulations!
to
Congratulations!
another comedian.
Okay.
So we got married here in Vegas. with Elvis and everything. But yeah, we
Okay.
got married, and I just like now making fun of what I thought marriage was and what it is. And mostly two comedians being married is a completely different story too.
Yeah.
So that's very fun. We actually go to a lot of times to mics together, or do shows together. So
You say,
that
yeah.
really, that makes it fun to also see how I can, mess with him and he can mess back, and things
Okay.
like this. But yeah, I did get married. It wasn't something that I was, like, I'm very work driven. So it wasn't something that I really thought was going to happen because I was so focused, and suddenly it came in a place where he does the same thing I do, respects what I do, which has been something hard for me to some men understand,
Sure.
uh, you know, the amount of work that I really want to do and what I really want to do. So it's been very nice. Yeah.
And he has what, 50 pairs of sneakers?
Yeah. He actually, I can show you at the end. They're in a closet that I finally was able to
I'm
assemble
sorry. I'm sorry.
there.
I shouldn't have
Yeah.
given it away.
Yeah.
Uh,
No. Don't.
let me ask you because I'm curious about this
Yeah.
because you've done so much and again here in the United States and in Spain
Yeah.
everywhere. Out of all that you've done, be it commercials, be it TV, be it stand up, anything, out of all that you've done, a favorite memory, and then because I'm an idiot, a least favorite where things didn't go so good.
That's good. Well, I think favorite memory, I'm gonna divide it a bit in different
You
things.
you do
So
you do what you
yeah.
want. You're in charge.
So acting wise, I think all we want as actors is to be selected and appreciated. So being the principal in a show that I was in Spain, and just being
Okay.
able to go through all the emotions, and here in America being selected maybe for a bilingual commercial where I can do both, it makes me feel useful and that what I've done is valuable.
Right.
So one of them was, for example, I did for T-Mobile a campaign, and I had
I
to
saw it.
fly out of the country and all that stuff. So all that makes me feel like, okay, I'm taking the steps forward, right? And with comedy, I did a comedy show in Barcelona. You never know. Like, I'm writing about my experiences here. Are they gonna resonate? And suddenly all these people loved me. It was one of the best shows ever. Um, and I really felt like, okay, I'm doing something important because it resonates here in LA, in Amsterdam, or wherever you go. So that was very nice. Negative experiences. Well, in acting, I had a terrible
I like how you said that. Negative
I
experiences.
had a terrible director in a very famous channel that does Christmas movies, which I will not say, but you can imagine which one it is.
Hallmark. Hallmark.
Yep. Yeah.
No,
Well,
don't say it. I said it. Hallmark.
yeah, I didn't say anything. The director was, I would just describe as crazy. We arrived on set. He said that the only person that could talk at normal volume was him. The rest of us had to whisper all day, despite being the actors and existing. So it was just very I don't know, micromanage, and any word you would say, and like, I don't know, I just felt like what an idiot, and I had to be there for many days. So it was very hard because you can tell in my face when I don't like someone. So yeah, that I think is always like some that I laugh about how ego can drive people crazy in this industry. And with comedy, um I think you have to really love comedy to pursue it. Like, open
Yeah.
mics can be just dreading. Like,
Brutal.
some days
Brutal.
you're sitting there and you're like, what am I doing with my time? So sometimes I've been sitting in places and being like,
Right.
I don't want to be here. And then sometimes being booked in a show with someone or someone being booked in a show above you, and then they go, I have an actual good story. I arrived to a show recently in Corona, and I was the feature, and I was talking to the producer. He's telling me, you're gonna do 20 minutes. The headliner comes in, she's like, she's doing 20 minutes. I'm doing 20 minutes. Why is she doing that? And I was like, hi, my name is Andrea. How are you? Completely ignores me, whatever. That puts a fuel on me. I'm like, now you're gonna be fucked because now I'm going to do such an amazing show that you're going to look bad. And that's exactly what happened because she was just so concerned about what time I was doing,
Love
who's
it. I
getting
love
paid,
it.
blah, blah. And I was like, I'm just going to go outside, bond with the people. I had an incredible show and she didn't. And
Yeah,
at
you
the end, she
crushed her.
came
You crushed her.
and she's and she said, "Oh, hi, my name is Baba." And I was like, "Okay." So yeah, those situations always make me, question how people get into
That's a great
this and
story.
yeah,
Let me ask you this because this came to me, well, right before it started.
yeah,
Uh, and I may be barking up the wrong tree here.
no,
I had a young lady on, Macho Rivadeneira. Hope pronouncing her name right.
okay,
That she's in Canada and she came here and she's doing shows in English, but now they're starting to do more shows in Spanish.
yeah.
And like you mentioned earlier, going back, was that show in Spanish?
Yeah, so I do normally more in English, but I've done many in Spanish already. I'm actually going to Reno, Nevada to do
What
a
I
show in
thought when
Spanish.
you're
The first time they're gonna have one in Spanish. So I think initially it's a bit scary to do them because you don't know if the jokes are gonna translate and all that stuff. But I used to produce one in East LA and we started doing them and I really enjoy it. I would love to have more practice because sometimes in the places that you are they're not. But there's more and more all around America. They're doing festivals now in Spanish.
yeah.
So yeah, I done in Spanish in Spain. I feel like the humor is just different. As I mentioned before, it's a bit more like that jokey and like so mine may be a bit too elaborate or many too much about America and my experiences. So but here it has worked, and I've done. I was flown to Chicago to do a Spanish show, so I feel like it's picking up, but I still need to invest as much as I do. Like here, I go every day almost to do a mic or a show in
Right.
English. So I would love to have um, that possibility with Spanish, and I take every opportunity I can do in Spanish, but for now it's not as frequent. Yeah.
I do think that myself personally, there's going to be more Spanish shows
Yeah.
because Majo said that here she is working to do her English, and now she's hey, come over and do a Spanish show. She
Yeah.
can't believe it. She's from Mexico,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and,
No,
and it's like it's funny to me that the irony of that
yeah.
that's funny.
It's fantastic. I just think yeah, it just become a more common every city that you go find where the Hispanic people hang out, put some
Well,
shows and then it just starts happening more and more. So but I do enjoy it, and I was surprised at how much of my set I can utilize in Spanish the same. You just like sometimes punchlines flip over because adjectives are in the
yeah,
other way
right,
around.
yeah,
So things like this. But yeah, overall I like that, and it also opens so much opportunities for me.
of course,
I went on a TV show in LA, Mañana Latina, and did my set in Spanish on TV.
yeah.
So that's been very cool. Yeah.
I think it's great for you.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna do a couple more here real quick. Do
Yeah.
you enjoy acting, movie making, or stand up more? Which one? In other words, I did this the other day with somebody. If they say to you, "We got a TV show," or "We have a movie thing," or "There's a great big comedy show here tonight and you're headlining,"
Yeah.
which one do you pick?
Whew, that's a hard one because I feel like there's a love for all of them, and I would miss if I was just filming, I would miss stand up, things like this. I think um I definitely wanna once here in America have a chance to do a full series regular arc of a character. So I would definitely say yes to that and maybe find the days in between to go and do even mics or something in the city that I'm
Okay,
in. Uh for sure. I I just think like the comedy, if they gave me like a weekend or something like that, then I would say no to a acting thing. But if it's just one show, uh probably I would take more acting. And
okay,
then
I get it, I
directing,
get it, I get it. Because
yeah,
I think that with like I say, I can only go by. We've never met. For people
yeah.
that don't know, we've never met, and I can go by the research. But going to your YouTube channel and seeing your work and everything, I think that the acting, but I think that really helped you with the stand up.
Well, I think they're different. tools. I think the confidence to speak in front of people or like have a
Yeah.
whole crowd around, like all
Right.
that came obviously from acting, from my school when I was a kid. We were really used to presenting in front of people. So I think that is just added experience. I just think it's different tools. Like in acting is more introspective,
Yeah.
it's more what you've worked in before. In comedy, of course, you're right and everything, but then it's the delivery, the physicality. So yeah, I think each of them exercise, and then filmmaking or writing that takes longer. That your months creating characters, all that I love so much. I'm constantly analyzing my friends to see what I can use from them for characters and things. So I think they can all coexist, and I hope I can keep doing all of them
I think you
forever.
will.
But I definitely think that with comedy, now that I've taken it serious and I'm just doing it so much, it's really something that I now also being married to a comedian. I love the idea that we can. This is our job. Like now we're gonna go to Chicago for 6 days and do
Good.
shows, and
Good.
we take the dogs, and that's our life.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, he's welcome to come on. Maybe I'll have you guys on together.
yes,
So yeah, tell him to come on.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell him.
Okay. A couple quick ones. I
Yeah,
do want to congratulate you on getting married.
thank you.
I also want to congratulate you, and you may not believe this, but congratulations on winning the World Cup.
Oh, thank you.
I was so happy. No, 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 not that you personally won it,
I know, but
but
I
I was watching, like
yeah,
I watch whether it's boxing or
yeah,
football or whatever. I root for the underdog,
yeah.
and Argentina had won. I was like, "Come on, Spain!" And I watched that game, and I was like, "Come on, Spain!"
Yeah.
What
No,
a
I
great
think
game! What a great game! I couldn't have been happier for you.
yes. I know. I think it was just a very in this specific situation, of course I watched soccer all my life. It was my family's, bonding moment. But just showing my friends here, I was explaining how soccer works, why it's so important because most of them hadn't watched. And I just thought it's such a good lesson about that nothing can defeat talent. Like in this case,
They were
just
good.
a good team couldn't be beat by any other politics behind. And that's what I apply to my own career is like you can do whatever you want, but you cannot deny that I am talented and that I can come up and do a good job.
You got a little heat on Facebook on that one. Some people made some comments, but
Yeah. Oh,
that's
they
all
were not
right. The hell
happy.
with them.
It's
The hell
okay.
with them. The hell with them. Tell me trust me. The hell with them.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank you.
on the wedding and the World Cup.
Yes. Thank you.
Couple more, and then we're gonna do your comedy minute.
Got it.
Favorite food.
My favorite food would be from Spain. It's called jamón serrano, and we just put like ham on bread and tomato, and I would eat that every day.
Okay, paella. I know paella. Is that
Oh,
Spain?
so good. Yes.
See,
Yes.
now my parents made with shrimp and ham and sausage and
Yes.
scallops or mussels. And this is
Yeah.
last
So good.
meal. This is what you're getting. The ham thing. Get paella.
Okay, fine. I'll eat paella, but it has to, but it
No,
has to
it's your
have,
choice. Favorite
no, but
food. Favorite food is what?
it's jamón serrano. But I'll take paella, but it has to have
No, no, no.
aioli.
You're now. You're not getting it. You're going to
I,
prison. You're going to your death sentence with the ham sandwich versus paella.
okay, I'm in prison right now. Got it. Well, I if I'm in prison, I will take aioli. I would take no, I would take a sandwich of jamón, and my family would put like something inside so I can escape or something.
Endless shrimp.
Yes.
Keep eating shrimp. Uh,
Yeah. I love it.
that's okay. Favorite TV show.
I think I grew up with Friends forever,
Friends.
so
Okay.
like that's my comfort show. Yeah.
You can do a couple, whatever you want. And last one is favorite movie.
Favorite movie I like Taken in like
Oh
thriller
my God.
action. I like Erin Brockovich as like
Okay.
woo. And comedy wise
Woo.
and comedy wise I like Meet the Parents. That's one of my favorite
Okay.
comedies to watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else we want to tell the people before we do your comedy minute? I mean, is there anything else that I missed?
Um,
I think I covered quite a lot. I thought I did pretty
yeah.
good.
You did great actually. I'm gonna congratulate you back.
Oh,
No, I
there we
think we're fine.
go. Good, good. You ought to see all the comments I get.
Oh my goodness.
I have a girl right now. Again, I hate when I talk at all,
Okay.
but I have a girl named Valeria Volpe
Okay.
who comes from London. She opened for Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
Her
Wow.
video has 13,000 views on my channel.
Okay.
They all love her and they hate me.
Oh no.
They hate me. Why did she do that interview with that asshole?
That is so funny.
I'm
You're like
telling you,
here.
just go, trust me. Trust me.
You're giving us a platform and they're
I
like,
I
no.
I just chatted with Larry the other night. She's like, "We all get it." I'm like, "No, I mean they're killing me."
That is so funny. Okay, I'll check the comments for sure. I love
Oh
her.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Scotty T's a jerk.
Okay.
No, I'm stop it. Now you're laughing too hard at that. Is there
It's
anything
hard.
else you want to tell the people before we do your comedy minute?
Um,
Again, I'm going to put
no.
all the links to your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube,
Yeah.
anything you do.
Just follow along the journey and that's
Yeah.
all.
Well, I think the best is yet to come for you.
Yes, thank you.
I mean it. And your husband's welcome to come on the show.
I will tell him.
Andrea Vicunia,
Yes.
your comedy minute. Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to show a minute of the material I'm working right now. I am working on a new minute, and then you'll see the evolved
It can be
version.
5 minutes. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, and you'll see the evolved version. I just want to show people the creative process. So, yesterday, my husband was coloring for no reason at all, and I was like, okay, he's definitely going to cheat on me. Like, there's something wrong here. Like, why is a grown adult man coloring, right? So I was thinking how women were so clear with our emotions. Like, if I'm mad, you'll tell in my face first, and you'll be like, are you okay? And then my attitude will confirm that I am indeed mad. In his case, he can be mad, and I'll learn like 3 weeks later, like, you guys, your team loses, and you act like someone died. But then someone actually dies and you guys don't want to talk about it. Like, it's just complete silence. And you're like, do you want to talk about it? No. But then one day someone says tomato or something random, and you'll be like, oh, Jeffrey loved tomatoes. And then you guys want to talk about it then. And it's like so confusing for women. Like, I just need to, like, a guide with my husband now. So he started coloring. And I'm like, okay, this means that he's going to tell me, like, I cheated with your sister. And I'll be like, I don't even have a sister. And he's like, but I found her and cheated on you or something like that. And I'm just so scared because I had an ex boyfriend from Switzerland that decided he was happy with me. We were doing everything, the comedy, the world, the blah, blah. And then one day he told me, I cannot deal with your success. And he left me and is now married to an old lady. And I don't, to this day, don't understand what happened. Nobody warned me. Nobody said anything. So, um, anyway, I just think like if you're going to take a new hobby as a husband, just tell us why. Because now I'm worried as to where my relationship falls. And men, be clear with your emotions.
Okay.
That's it.
My girlfriend colors.
Oh,
She's a
God.
color, but she's only 13, so I don't. It's not true. It's just a
I
joke.
figure.
It's just a joke. I've enjoyed every minute of this and
Thank
that
you.
closing with him coloring. I think there's more to that.
I know. I started writing it yesterday, and I just thought I want to show how probably this is going to be a great act in 2 weeks, but for now, it's just a work in
I,
progress. It's just
I'm going to
train of
give you a
thought.
tip. I know we got to get going here, and I loved
Yes.
every minute of it. I had a wonderful
Thank you.
time. But this is just a tip from me to you. And again, we just met. When he
Yes.
breaks out that coloring book in colors, there's more to it. There's something's going on.
I know.
He's pissed off.
I I
And he doesn't
know.
want to talk about it, but he's coloring.
And I asked him
Does he
about it
break the
this,
crayons? Does he break the crayons and shit?
and I told him today, what is my report? Have I done something annoying? And he told me, no, you've been less annoying lately. And I was like, what does that mean?
Listen,
So I need, yeah, you're right. There's something wrong with this coloring
there's
thing.
something
Yes.
going on.